I'm trying to do that horn that Nick always does, and I don't have it.
That's our
But
music this week.
you're about to what?
I said that's our music this week.
Yeah,
We're really cheap.
it is just Wilson and I. I think we're all recovering from Wilson's birthday party this past weekend.
That and work. I'd say it's probably more work this week so far than
Were you off yesterday?
no, it's not.
Well, I was off yesterday, but regardless, it's safe to say I did not have any beers at bowling last night. Just to let my liver recoup.
I had fun bowling with everybody. It was a good time. We had
when I got home, my clothes reeked of everything. I could totally tell, like smoke, beer, just smelled like everything.
Man, to me, like one of the worst smells is like that stale smoking beer, like you've been at a bar.
Yeah, and then BO. Mixed in with a little old BO. So I know I put it in the description of the, and that Wilson, I know you haven't read it yet. I'm gonna,
Didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm trying to go to Twitter right now, just to give myself a chance to tweet this out, and I don't remember what the password is. That's not it. So as I'm going to be looking at my phone when I do this, because I'm going to try to tweet some stuff out to some fine folks out there in the interwebs. Let me turn this down so we don't get some reverb.
Nick usually has like a beer of the evening or whatever during the week. But I'm repping Firehouse Subs today. They messed up our order, and we got like 2 huge sandwiches compared to what we were getting. So,
what they mess up?
Oh no, my wife claims that they just gave her the wrong bag, but I don't know. Leah probably thought she heard our name and grabbed it and took off out the door.
Did y'all go back and complain? Is that what we did?
No, I mean like they gave us better sandwiches than what we had ordered.
Oh, so you guys stole someone's dinner.
That's what she did. She went in there, ordered, and then when I got home, it was waiting, and we looked in the bag, and she was like, "Wait, this isn't our sandwiches."
Were they at least decent? Were they good? What were they?
Oh yeah, one was a club, and then the other was an Italian.
Their Italian's pretty good.
They did not have any mayo on there, and then I think the club had no cheese. So apparently, a few people that didn't like any dairy products, any fattening products, condiments on their sandwiches, and they left onions on there.
They wanted some stanky breath, is what they really wanted. But either way, I named the episode this week. I mean, it's definitely Draft Bus Live, episode 48. Hey, 48 semi-cool episodes, if I might say so myself. Maybe 20 really good stories in those 48, somewhere in there. And I'm just going to say that everybody's missed every single one of them because we average like 10 views an episode, and I'm sure that's me and Wilson and Wilson's mom and Leah and.
It's not me.
And
I live it.
But this, yeah, you live it. We actually are IRL in real life. But I think we're going to recap the games this week, and I'm going to say this past weekend probably was the game of the year, in my opinion. It was one of the best games to watch that I can remember, other than the Broncos winning the Super Bowl.
Packers Cowboys.
Yeah, so best game of at least the 2016-2017 season. And then, of course, we have some pick'ems. We might have a story along the way. But let's just kick it around to some of the games. Can we say that do you have any doubt that the Falcons would beat the Seahawks?
Well, remember I picked the Seahawks. I was like, be a little bit different. They have experience, but I don't know. They kind of got steamrolled. And honest to God, I should have just stuck with the Falcons originally. Saturday's game sucked, though, man. It really did. Like, that Texans game, everybody's saying that the Patriots, they played poorly or bad or something like that. They still scored 34 points. And
yeah, a lot of that was on turnovers, and you got to think at least one of those touchdowns was special teams.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, remember, everybody's blowing smoke up, the Texans' ass, and they got the number one defense. They go to Foxborough and just lay an egg. So I really don't want to hear anybody pump up that defense when they just get,
Matt Schaub is still a dark cloud over the Texans, I believe.
No, that's all Brock Osweiler's dark
he lets every quarterback throw picks. I will say with the Falcons-Seahawks game, I picked the Falcons to win that game,
right.
But it's the same. It kind of preludes to this weekend. You don't know when the Matt Ryan that's deep within is going to show up. Like the true Matt Ryan is going to show up and throw 4 picks.
I don't know.
If I thought it was a game, I thought it was going to be that game. Like the Matt Schaub inside Matt Ryan shows up and throws 4 picks.
Maybe they're different this year. I mean, they've been playing better, but I just remember the last time he got into the playoffs and they just laid an egg in the NFC Championship game. Who was he against? The Niners? 49ers or something like that? I think it was the year Kaepernick and them went.
No, you're talking about when he played the NFC Championship game?
Yes.
I think it might have been the year that they played them.
Whatever. Regardless, I won't believe it until I see it that Matt Ryan is clutch, because he's been put in those situations, where he needs to pull out a game and he just doesn't do it. So until I see it, I won't believe it. But I'm probably going to pick them for this week's game. I don't know. We'll see. But
I was trying to look and see because.
Now we can worry about that later. It's not big. The Niners suck. That's what's important now. What about you want to talk about the Packers-Cowboys a little bit more? No defense whatsoever in that game.
Well, I think there was definitely defense in the first half from the Packers side because they were holding some stuff, but they were ahead by 19 points. They let the Cowboys get 19 points, which it appeared that old Zeke was unstoppable behind that offensive line, was just getting them running. But
do you think that it wasn't as much of the Packers defense as it was maybe the Cowboys offense just looking shitty? Because I remember seeing the Packers rushing Dak and actually getting to him, and I was like, the Packers don't have that good of a pass rush defense, so I don't even know why they're even close to him.
Yeah, they got middle of the league probably in pass rush defense, but the biggest thing is they're on like their 13th string DB. Like they just don't have anybody. Like, Clinton Dix is the only guy that's a starter that's still out there starting. I think that's what's going to kill him. Yeah. I think that's what's going to kill him against the Falcons is they're just so skinny at the DB position right now because everybody's just getting hurt. Like, every other play, somebody's hurt.
Regular season stats, Green Bay Packers. Let's go to the defense. Give me a second here. All right, defense. They 21st in points allowed, 22nd in total yards, 31st against the pass, and then 8th against rush. So I think that strong against the rush, that might be a product of teams just tearing them up through the air because they have to keep up with Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. Just remember at the beginning of the year, Aaron Rodgers sucked. Or, the Packers sucked, should I say. So. Yeah.
No, I can definitely see it's probably the teams giving them hell through the air. That's why that rush is not worse. I'm
trying to find the sack totals. They had 40 sacks in the regular season. I don't know what that stacks up against everybody else.
We'll just go NFL team stats. I'll get up real quick and then we can talk a little bit.
Then I'm going to look postseason. Postseason. Show me some damn defense. Okay, they have 4 sacks in the postseason and 1 fumble recovery.
Who's that against? I wonder if they had any of those against the Lions or the Giants.
Yeah, they played the Giants. Oh, who couldn't have seen that coming? But if Odell would have caught those balls, it probably would have been a different story. We don't know that, or we will never know. But I don't know. they're about to go up against a team who's playing well on both sides of the ball, or pretty well on both sides of the ball. So,
well, Green Bay Packers have 40 sacks, and that's tied for 6th in the league. The regular season we're talking about. Arizona had 48. Panthers had 47. A little surprising there.
Raiders have shitty.
The Broncos had 42. The Hawks had 42. Vikings had 41. And it's Green Bay and the Titans.
We got a little bit of pass rush going on. I just know their DBs suck. But anyway.
Let's see here. I'm going to look down the list, Wilson, real quick. This is probably what is going to destroy the Falcons. They were 16th.
In what?
Sacks.
The Falcons? I don't know.
If they can't get after Aaron Rodgers at all, I mean, it's going to be point for point, and it's just going to whoever scores the last points, which was how that Cowboys-Packers game was. I mean, it was just whoever scored the last point.
Right. Beasley's there. He'll help him out. I wish we had a linebacker like Beasley on our team, not named.
Well, I think one of the things the Falcons went for was they went for speed over experience at that linebacker depth.
Yeah.
And maybe it's hurting a little bit for that experience piece. I think definitely against the Packers, it's going to hurt. I mean, you're going to have some guy that can get there to make the tackle, but he's not going to be able to read the play.
Yeah.
So I don't want to talk a whole lot about the Steelers game. That was boring.
I want to talk about how the Steelers choked.
How many 6 field goals? Like they didn't score a single touchdown. They kicked 6 field goals.
Yeah, Boswell kicked 6. Then he got what was it? He had ESPN NFL when ESPN gave him a have a day little tweet there or something like that. Showed he had like 6 field goals. He set a record, didn't he, or tied in the postseason?
I don't know, but I mean it's 6 damn field goals. Like really? You have one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL, and you couldn't get a touchdown.
All right, so let's move into the conference championship games that are going to both take place this Sunday. So, which of the 2 games do you think will be more entertaining, Packers-Falcons or Steelers-Patriots?
I think Packers-Falcons just because it's going to be a shootout. It literally will be like a 49-42 game or something like that.
You don't think that'll be with the Steelers and the Patriots? With both of their offenses?
No, I think the Patriots are going to beat them like 30-something to 14. You tell me you couldn't score a touchdown against the Chiefs?
It was just a bad week for him. And it's only
going to get worse. And then Antonio Brown did all that Facebook Live stuff, so that's going to be messing with their heads a little bit.
Nah, I don't think so that much. All right,
they won't make it.
Since we're kind of talking on this, so who are you picking in the Packers-Falcons game?
Packers.
You're going to take the Packers?
Yep.
I think I'm going to go with the Falcons on that one, and then we'll get Nick's picks later, of course.
Yeah.
And then you're going to take Patriots, and I'm going to take Steelers. Because both teams are going to bounce back, but I don't know, man. With that Patriots offense, how they keep doing it? He's throwing to Chris Hogan and Edelman and Martellus Bennett. He went there, and I don't know, man. He's just you expected more out of him.
Did you see that the guy they traded for Dion Lewis a couple years ago, 2 years ago, or something like that? They're like, I can't remember. It was some linebacker.
He was like a DB or I know who you're talking about. Didn't he say something along the lines of "Thank you for getting me out of Cleveland" or something like that? Or
no, he tweeted out and he goes, "What was the tweet? Something like, whoever traded me for Dion Lewis, I hope they got fired."
Oh yeah, that was it.
And then the guy tweeted back and goes, "Yeah, I actually did get fired."
Yeah, I remember that. I was thinking about somebody else.
You're talking about that linebacker that was at the Pats.
No, it was something else. I can't remember. I saw somebody else put something on there. A different player saying something about getting out of Cleveland, though. But damn, man, players are publicly saying stuff like that. That's not good.
What do you think the Packers-Falcons score is going to be?
I don't know. I think it'll be pretty high. Here's the thing, though, is that the Falcons' defense seemingly better. Or I feel like they're underrated as the seasons went on. What are their stats? You got that pulled up by chance?
No.
Where is it? Okay. All right, the regular season. Trying to get to the defense. Regular season. It's just like Green Bay's. Points, 27th. Yards, 25th. Passing yards, 28th. Rush yards, 17th. So it's not that great. But like you were saying, they had. Oh, wait. I'm in the postseason stats. Sorry. All right. So let's go regular season now. Stop freaking scrolling up. All right. If that's the same, now we're going to look at the sacks. Sacks, like you were saying, that what they had 34?
The Falcons? Yeah, they're 16th in the league.
Yeah, 34. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe these can be similar defenses. I feel that their secondary is a lot better than Green Bay. That's not saying much, but
no, not when they're playing on their 13th string DB.
Keanu Neal's back there. Keanu Neal actually, you know what? Keanu Neal actually played pretty solid. We gave Nate so much hell at the draft, and I think it was only because he just looked like
He'll still could have drafted him in the next round.
I don't know. Somebody might have taken it.
I think he got a pass rusher in the first.
But anyway, I don't know, man. I think it'll be closer. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I don't think it'll be as close as the Cowboys game. I think maybe the Falcons win by 6 or something, and it's not going to come down to the last minute. But
yeah, I'm thinking the true Matt Ryan's going to show up. I mean, he's had a career year, but this is going to be probably the biggest game of the year, definitely. And I just think there's going to be a few interceptions thrown, and whoever has the least turnovers will win that game.
But here's the thing, though, man, is that I feel in the past that they got like a ton of hype, and I feel that it really messed with their heads. I feel this year they don't have that hype like they did in the past. Like, kind of they're flying under the radar. I don't know what it is. It's just a feeling I get off of them. And everybody's talking up Aaron Rodgers right now. Like, he's something ridiculous. Like, isn't he 24 touchdowns and 1 pick since they've been on the street? It's something ridiculous like that. So, yeah. I don't know. He might be due. Jordy's still going to be out. We'll have to see what happens, but I don't know. I think it's going to be Falcons win by 6. But we shall see.
I think the Packers win by 13.
No, man. I think it's going to be closer than that. 13's a lot. All right.
No, we throw 4 picks.
Yeah. We went through that. So anything else that we were going to really talk about? Oh, we were going to talk about who do we think the best quarterback left in the playoffs is at this given moment. If you had to pick one quarterback out of the 4 teams, who would you pick to win you a game?
Aaron Rodgers.
Man, there's like it's so hard between all of them because they all have. I don't. You know what? I take that back. There's 3 of them that I would pick from. The one I wouldn't is Matt Ryan. Just because, like I was stating earlier, he hasn't shown me anything to show that he's like really clutch when he needs to pull out that last minute, touchdown or something like that to pull him ahead. I haven't seen him really do anything like that. Not like Aaron or Tom or whoever. But I think it would have to be Aaron, Tom Brady, Roethlisberger, and then Matt Ryan. For me.
I think that would be the same way I'd rank them too. Tom and Aaron are both up there,
Yeah.
Because it just somehow seems that Tom Brady makes the most mediocre wide receivers still look good. But Aaron Rodgers does a very similar thing. I mean, I don't know what Jordy Nelson or Randall Cobb would be without Aaron Rodgers. Hell, I sure know Jared Cook wouldn't be anywhere, or Devontae Adams, in my personal opinion.
You left Devontae. Don't you have his autograph?
I do have his autograph card. It's on my wall. I didn't purposely, guys. I didn't go to eBay and just buy Devontae Adams' autograph card. I got it in a pack of cards.
To clarify that.
Yeah. I do love my Luke Kuechly one.
Yeah, that's good.
That was probably the one that has the most worth the most.
But yeah, that's the order I'd go with. But then, I mean, the whole thing about Aaron, he went through that slump at the beginning of the year. I feel that he always, or recently anyway, he's been going through, part of the year he'll suck, and then all of a sudden he'll catch on fire. So let's say that the offense or Aaron Rodgers didn't catch on fire just in time for them to go on this run and get them into the playoffs. Then what do? They're just shit out of luck. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, since Tom came back, he's been solid. I mean, he's making do with what he's got. But remember, at the beginning of the year, for how many games? Was it like 7 or 8, something like that? Packers they got thumped by the Titans. I can't remember who else they lost to. It was somebody not that good though.
Look at their
the season.
Yeah.
Record, yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. Come on, get out of here. Ads. Get that junk out of here. Not in my house. They barely beat the Jags.
They lost to the Colts. The Colts had a decently powered offense there, but still lost to the Titans 25-47.
They lost to Atlanta by a point.
We lost to the Redskins 24-42, and then they went on that run. And now I'm not looking at all the games, of course, but I don't think I no. I don't know. Regardless, they've gotten beat by some doo-doo teams earlier in the year, so they went on a run at the right time. But, I mean, let's go back and look at their wins here. They beat an Eagles team who, I don't know. With that Eagles team, you didn't know which team you were going to get every week, you know?
Yeah, I think people got hyped up on them real quick.
Everybody's like, oh, Carson Wentz is the same color. I was like, dude, just wait a few weeks until
he turns into the true Eagles quarterback he is.
Well, not even that. Just, people get some game film on him, see what he does well, see what he doesn't do well, and then they, start building a defensive scheme to attack his deficiencies there. So, I mean, as you saw the season progress, that kind of happened. They beat the Texans 13-21. Brock sucks. Beat the Seahawks 10-38. Beat the Bears 30-27. Beat the Vikings 25-38. Beat the Lions 31-24. Then, of course, they beat the Giants 13-38, and then the Cowboys 34-31. So, I don't know, man. There's some crappy teams sprinkled in there with some decent teams they beat. So,
I mean, I just think they're going to have a really good game this weekend.
So let's say they do make it to the Super Bowl. And so do you think that they could beat a team collectively? Packers beat Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, and Roethlisberger? Because they ain't got nobody like Le'Veon on their team.
I mean, they got Ty Montgomery.
Really?
I mean, I just think that's just how Aaron Rodgers play, though.
We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see what happens.
I don't think the Falcons will beat the Patriots if they play them in the Super Bowl. I do think they could beat the Steelers.
Why is that, though?
Because
I can see the Falcons beating the Patriots because I'm just telling you, like, I feel that the Patriots, they always have that down year. They go to the AFC Championship or Super Bowl, get beat. For them, it is. Like, not winning the Super Bowl, I feel, is a down year for the Patriots every year.
I can see that. I mean, what is it? Some ridiculous number of Super Bowls have either had Roethlisberger, Rodgers, Brady, or Manning in it, like the last 15.
Yeah, it's something like that. Something crazy. Flacco's in there somewhere, too.
Well, but he's only been in one.
I just wanted to say Flacco. But, yeah, they got a lot of experience between them, man. We'll have to see what happens anyway, but, oh, well, that's it for me. Anything else you really want to talk about this week?
No, I don't have a whole lot. I mean, we're just doing a quick, short episode here.
Talk about any coaches or anything like that. I know that McDaniels said, no, I think I want to pass.
He's going to stay there. He's going to take over the team when Belichick finally retires. That's what's going to happen.
Do you really think that's going to happen?
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I do see the Packers plan to release Sam Shields. Larry Green will not play, of course. Jets are thinking about cutting Brandon Marshall.
So why would you cut him though, man? Like isn't he like the one constant solid piece you have? Like, was it really his fault that nobody could get him the ball this year?
I mean, I think he's just people are getting tired of him in the locker room.
Everywhere
nobody else cares, and he cares.
Yeah, everywhere he goes, he gets traded. Where did he go? He was
the Broncos traded him.
Broncos was the Dolphins.
He was at the Bears,
and now he's at the Jets. Is that the only 4? I mean, that's a lot of teams, especially to be traded. Not even just like cut or bounce around from team to team.
See the Chargers are keeping Wisenhunt as the coordinator.
That's great, man. That's great for him. He's a great guy. Ken Wisenhunt, head coach of the year. He's great. I think they're going to keep him because he does well with Rivers. That's the only thing I could justify.
Well, they're even like rumors that they're going to trade Rivers.
I saw something today where he like dispelled those, like Rivers himself dispelled those. And
was he wearing his bolo tie while he did it?
Probably had all 13 or 14 of his kids around him too. But no, and then Tom Cable said he's not going to go. So I mean, to me, most people, they get a shot at a head coaching gig in the NFL. They're like, yes, I'm going to take that. I want that,
Yeah.
And so McDaniels is like, you know what? I think I'm going to pass because, and Cable, I think it's because the 49ers organization is so toxic and such a freaking dumpster fire that nobody in a winning program, even like a coordinator wanting to eventually become a head coach, would want that job. Not a smart one anyway. They're talking like they're going to hold out for Shanahan, for Kyle to go there. If you were Kyle Shanahan, would you want to go to dumpster fire San Francisco when you can probably wait until a more desirable job becomes available and you take it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And same for McDaniels or whoever else.
I don't know. Maybe there isn't a more desirable job that he can get. That's the thing.
Not this year. I'm saying that in the future. I mean, like I feel like every year when
I don't think he's that good of a coach, and he's just going to get out while the getting's hot.
That's what we think. But I mean, look how that offense is done. I mean, they might not be as potent next year. Who knows? But the thing about it is that every year when a coaching vacancy, a head coaching job comes up, is his name not mentioned? His name is mentioned every single year. And McDaniels every year.
For some reason. I find it a shocker that some guy that was a tight ends coach 2 years ago is all of a sudden the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams.
That McVay dude?
Yeah, he's literally been coaching in the NFL for like 6 years. Like, I mean, dude's 30, first off, but what in their interview process or in general did they see that made them like, oh God, this guy's the next best thing?
Next Gruden, even though he's not going to be Gruden. I'm just saying, like, he's young.
I know, but I just don't understand. Like, what have you seen? Like, okay, he was a tight ends coach for the Redskins, and then he was offensive coordinator for 2 years for the Redskins.
He was under a Gruden.
Jay Gruden,
but he was under a Gruden,
not John Gruden.
They went to the playoffs last year. This year, it wasn't their fault. It wasn't his fault, should I say, that the defense was so terrible. That's why they lost a ton of games. Whenever Kirk Cousins wasn't having that great of a day, and he played pretty solid down the stretch, but that defense just was awful. And didn't they fire their defensive coordinator? I believe they did.
They did something, but I mean,
the Raiders should have fired their effing defensive coordinator, but we'll talk about that.
They're going to fire the whole city of Oakland.
Yeah, they're going to do that too.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I think that's it for episode 48, guys. This ticker down here says 0 viewers the whole time. Do hit us up on Twitter, FFDraftBust or FFDraftBust.com. We'll have a week 49 episode and a week 50, and we may take a break, or we may get to 52 and then take a break. But either way,
we'll see what's going on.
You got at least 2 more episodes coming your way.
Lucky people.
And maybe a live Super Bowl one.
And he's going to be watching his baby. And y'all are going to be watching him watch his baby.
Yeah. All right. So, catch you later, everybody.